right, welcome to ComfortTV.channel. This is Political Hour. I am Daniel Peters, and with me is a political analyst. He's also a political stakeholder, a comrade, Mr. Kasarachi Sunday Ofo. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right, we are going to be discussing Abia at 34. We all know that Abia was created 27th of August 1991 by the former head of state, General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, and Abia is 34 years. But let's start counting from 1999, from the, let's call it, is it First Republic or?
First Democratic.
First Democratic, yeah. Okay, of Abia State, starting from the time of former governor of Abia State, Dr. Orji Uzor Kalu, and followed by Senator Theodora. Am I correct? Theodore Orji. Okay, Theodore Orji, former governor of Abia State, and Dr. Okezi Bazo, former executive governor of Abia State. And now we are at the administration of Dr. Alex Chioma Oti, the executive governor of Abia State. All right, Mr. Kasarachi, I want us to, from your political point of view, from 1999 to date, has Abia generally in all the administration, have they really done well compared to other states? Have they really achieved up to the expectation of the Abians?
Okay, I will start from putting the record straight. The record has it that Wodnayono is the first executive governor, though didn't last so long before the coming of Orji, the full democratically elected governor, Dr. Orji Uzor Kalu. Just as you asked, governance is a continuous process. There have not been any states that achieved development in a twinkle of eyes. But for Abia, you know, the records are there. You can't use Abia to compare to some other states like Enugu, Imo State. Those people has gone far beyond us. When we only look at the creation of the states, those people have been in existence before us. So in terms of development, we have been so backward, ranging from the time of Dr. Orji Kalu. It has not really been an easy thing, but yes, it's a gradual process.
It's a gradual process. Okay, we are still talking about Abia at 34. How can you compare the former administration in Abia State to the administration of the executive governor of Abia State, Dr. Alex Oti?
Yeah, the comparison differs. In terms of infrastructure, we'll talk about that. Meanwhile, just as I said, all the administration have come and gone. All of them, in one way or the other, might have left an impact here, but the truth remains that it has not been so visible like Dr. Orji Uzor Kalu. And it's not a party thing. You know, whenever I discuss the development of Abia, I always like to remove it from a party perspective, because the trend has been 24 years of PDP, but that is not the issue. The issue is the individuals who have taken up the mantle of leadership here in Abia. Orji tried. At the time of Orji, the truth has to be said, you understand? You feel the impact of governance. Governance in the sense that it was really a business of when you see a commissioner, when you see anybody holding public office, it looks like one big business. So the environment was too bubbling. People were like cashing out from the system and all that. Meanwhile, he equally empowered some people. So you wouldn't say that his administration is totally failure, but he has done his own part. Then somebody succeeded. But the irony of the whole thing is this: has they really make Abia to measure up to other states, comparing with the age of Abia? What will it take for Abia to start measuring up with other states? It takes a visionary leader. It takes a leader that have set up a goal for the state. Say, by 2 years, by 3 years, I'm going to make use of these resources to make sure that Abia, in terms of infrastructure, academics, and other sectors that have not been functional. So meanwhile, just as the current administration, why people were so worried, and you can't stop them from praising this administration, is that people felt there is nothing on ground. So when you talk about, when you use the administration of Dr. His Excellency Dr. Alex Oti, I don't know how you're going to do the comparison, because there have not been any standard so far to compare to what he's doing. So he discovered these lapses, worked on himself, was so prepared to come and change the narratives, compared to most of the anointed ones. You understand what I mean by anointed ones? He would have equally been a victim of anointed person if it were a party system, how it works. So that is just
where they have a political godfatherism.
This person installed this person installed this person, that kind of a thing. So I think Abia has really survived in his hand. Let me use that word.
Oh, okay. What are you going to say about the opposition in Abia State tackling the administration of Dr. Alex Oti, the executive governor of Abia State? Number one, critics. What do you have to say about this? The opposition, they will criticize the administration of Dr. Alex Oti, saying that he has been ruling Abia from his home instead of the government house.
But the first question is the problem of Abia the location and the office the executive governor is operating from? No, it's not the issue. No, Abians would be so happy if the former administration operated even in their personal office and give Abians what they want. Okay, has His Excellency Dr. Alex Oti charged the state government for using his compound? No. But Abians are happy. So at this point, we are expecting a constructive criticism, a constructive presentations, not that why is the governor operating from his house. Okay, let me even tell you. If Abia, if the leaders from this state will go out and emulate from other states, you agree with me that before the emergence of His Excellency and before his administration as the executive governor, Omar had the capital is like a glorified village. Oh, if you have traveled far and near, you agree with me. When you come in here, you will not agree that Omar is a state capital. Most of the local government in River State are more distant than Omar. So it's not, we should be talking about the changes, not where the governor is operating from. That is just...
all right, because the critics had it that why is it that there is a new government house and they don't want to occupy the government house? Where is it that you're running from your home whereby there is government house? All right, that one is by the way. There's this trending issue concerning the executive governor of Abia State in the person of Dr. Alex Oti, between the governor and Barrister Eze Chikamnayo. Now, and you can see the video and the comments of Dr. Alex Oti, and I quote where he say, Eze Chikamnayo, I've told you we don't want you in this administration. If you don't like it, you can hug transformer. Now, before we go into what brought that reaction or mood swing, let me put it that way. Before we go into that, now, do you think that Eze Chikamnayo was constructive criticizing Dr. Alex Oti's administration using the sum of 54 billion naira to renovate schools, 51 schools, I think, if I'm correct, 51 schools in 17 local government area?
Okay, I think One of the things that made that news to look like a trending news is because of the reaction of His Excellency. You know, as a performing governor, whatever thing he responds to, people look at it. But if he ignored the man, possibly send him to the Commissioner for Finance, maybe the Commissioner of Finance will address it. It wouldn't have been an issue. His Excellency make it open. He was able to even teach him the difference between budget and the actual cost. You understand that it reflects in the financial book. And when he was clarifying that, he said something. He said that most of the people working with him, which I agree with him, I know the Commissioner of Finance to be a financial expert. I know him too well. I'm close to him. I know what he can do. So, and there are some mistakes I know he wouldn't want to. So if Eze Chikamna is referring to the budget, I think at the end of Governor's explanation, you have come to understand that this was budgeted, this was used. I think that solves the problem. But then, you know, there's this response, there's how you present your matter that will equally prompt the same reaction. I think why the governor reacted that way, I'm not holding brief for him. I felt this is a man who, according to him, lacks integrity to question his government. And this is equally a man who wanted to be part of the government. Then the question is, if this man succeeded in being part of the government, I don't think he would have started asking these questions. You understand? And he asked it challengingly, you understand? And to me, His Excellency is running open government, and that is why the financial statement and whatever thing is in the public space. So he would have taken his time, studied the whole figures and everything before coming to the public space. And if he did that, he wouldn't have present his matter that would have prompted that disgressive response from the governor. That is the way I look at it. We are in a democratic setting. Criticism is 100% allowed.
Yes.
And in leadership. So anybody who is coming up to point fingers or to criticize the government should do it constructively with facts. And believe me, Abians are exposed. You don't just push them around. They know what they want.
Exactly. All right, let me come to another one, because we are still talking about Abia at 34, what Abia have achieved so far. Now, coming to pensioners in Abia State, Dr. Alex Oti, when he took over the administration of Abia State, he made it clear that he has already settled the accumulated arrears of pension in Abia State and other debt owed to several servants in Abia State. But coming to these pension issues, the opposition party were also there, the pensioners were also there, allegedly accusing the executive governor of Abia State that they were mandated to sign MOU to forfeit parts of the areas of their pension and gratuities.
You know, I wouldn't, ordinarily, I wouldn't have loved to respond. I'm not holding brief for the executive governor of Abia State because I'm not his aide. I'm not, I don't know what is happening in the pension, but I have to say this. If pensioners are crying, I have not seen it. It has not been that open. And the pensioner that is now crying, where there is hope, where they have started paying, why is it that the person didn't cry when that accumulative...
Perhaps they have been crying inside of them.
Okay, now they decided to cry openly for someone who have assured them, who have started paying them, then you agree with me that it's politically motivated. And though when you raise these issues, you said the opposition party. So the opposition party is not the pensioners. Yeah.
Are you telling me that the opposition parties that they are not making it right by saying how could this be?
Let's equally get it right. As pensioners report to the opposition to speak on their behalf. That is some of the things we will look at. As the pensioner demonstrated, made their reports to the opposition, please come and help us. So this man that said that he will pay us is not paying us. So if they can come out and say, this is exactly what happened, this is where we're getting our reports from, then I will tell you that they have a point.
All right. Responding to that, let's see it that the pensioners and the civil servants, they have already seen hope. That hope is not lost, it's not dashed. All right. Can you rate the administration of Dr. Alex Otti in these 2 years, coming to infrastructural facilities, projects, name them widely? How can you rate his administration?
Yes, His Excellency Dr. Alex Otti has done well. There is this issue that he received more than the former administration. You know, to me, that's what I believe. You can't give what you don't have. The way even biblically said, when you manage the little that was given to you, you'll be given more. Now, if there is something on ground, sometimes I challenge some people. I said, peradventure, you are to bull or to fight over infrastructure decay in Abia. So where are you going to stand? Are you going to say that the former governor did this, did that? You should be able to mention something that can be comparable with what the man is doing. But there is no this thing to measure it. So if this man have come, start opening Umahia now look like a city, doing a lot of projects, I think we should give him that kudos. I'm not, do you know why I am not much interested in party? Let me make it clear here. Virtually all the political actors in Abia State have tested PDP. They were once PDP. But when you go to the record, His Excellency was a member of PDP. Then before what happened, before he went to Apoga from Apoga, then he went to APC before going to Labour Party. And I will tell you in confidence that it's all about leadership and an individual who is involved. So the men who understand leadership across party board are lying. You will see Benjamin Kalu last time visited His Excellency, the senator, former governor of Abia State. You will hear a lot of key stakeholders saying, this man is doing marvelously well. So if the other praise singers are not comfortable, you should understand it's all about stomach infrastructure, which, yes, I will agree with them. The governors have not started working on that. So that is the truth. You understand? I understand.
You know, that stomach infrastructure has 2 ways.
Yes. One is that, like, in terms of appointments, governor is giving appointments based on merit. And you can't use the system of appointment to compare to the former administration that can give SSAs up to 50,000 just to maintain some of the errands both on the social media and all that. So if some of these guys are complaining, we should understand their plight. If I were to be in the show to advise His Excellency, I would say, His Excellency, this man, you know, I don't to go for. So when the stomach starts disturbing, so they can run to the street and start formulating something. So I know His Excellency, people are advising him towards that area of infrastructure development. But then, I respect men of integrity. When you overstay your welcome in a particular place, you have to give chance. if one have been in administration from the creation of this very state and has no impact, let me tell you, when people talk about PDP, I will laugh. Because the likes of Jane Sibe was once a PDP. Go and verify his achievement and what he did for his people. The like of Jerry Zosike, these are all staunch PDP men. You understand? So the issue is that the party accommodates and harbor more of men who believe in give us our share. We don't care. You understand? But there is still good ones among them. I relate across board. So I will tell you that it's not issue of party. Ordinarily, I don't know the basis Ezechikam Nayo who challenged the governor, where most of his bosses, people who is ahead of him, including former governors, is saying that this man is doing well. So you that is an appointee to those governors is now shut. So you see, it's all about that chance that wasn't given to him. But let's look at it from that way.
Maybe I'm looking at maybe he want to speak the minds of Abians. Maybe he has become a human rights activist to speak the mind of.
Let me tell you, if he wants to speak the minds of Abians, you shouldn't speak the minds of Abians in Abuja. We are the Abians. But most of us are local men. He should come. We will tell him what is on ground. So he will see to himself and now be able to say, okay, are you people complaining? I will say, yes, we are complaining. So a situation where we are not complaining, nobody is agitating over anything. Now you stay in Abuja. You know, you are talking about it. He's not speaking for Abians.
All right. Looking at Dr. Alex Oti administration and where he is right now, where do you think Abia will get to in the next? Dr. Alex Oti has spent 2 years so far. Now, in the next 6 years, perhaps, I'm not speaking about 2027, if he's going to be there or not, but let's just say he's going to spend 8 years. Now, he has spent 2 years. In the next 6 years, where do we see Abia?
I know Abia will get to enviable height. You know, I was really being so passionate in this very discussion. Abia at 34. Every human being, every leader have his own shortcomings. They are not even God can equally have his shortcomings. I know His Excellency will go far, and he should equally be open to constructive criticism, and be very, very mindful of people who entrust some things in their hands. Like if you watch very well, he responds to issues, virtual issues that concerns Abia. I understand it is out of his own, but he can't carry it alone. The administration of Ochi, let me use that. I remembered Royal High Chief Johnny Obabi, who was Commissioner for Finance. I think he was the long-lasted commissioner then. When you talk about agriculture, to prove that the man at the helm of affair in that ministry knows what he's doing, he would defend it to the core. And you know that the man knows what it is. So delegation of responsibilities will go a long way to help him. Sometimes I feel for him. He will go for road inspection. He will commission this. He will go to local government. I feel for him. So he needs to relegate most of these responsibilities to some of the appointees, at least you qualities them. Then if that is done, with what we have on ground, before next 2 years, not even up to that 6 years, but already people are, Abia is now in a global map. Abia has become a subject of discussion. Abia in a positive way. So Abia now have come to the limelight. Now people, Abians all over the whole globe, are now happy to identify themselves and to say, yes, truly I'm an Abia man.
Okay. Now, before we wrap it up, there's this project in Abia State I want to talk about. When Dr. Alex Oti take over administration and concerning the Abia airport, that 10 billion naira was budgeted for Abia airport and the money was nowhere to be found. And today, Dr. Alex Oti have started the project building international airport in Abia State and also stadium, a renowned stadium for Abia State. Let me ask you, during the previous administration, saying 10 billion naira was missing, and at long last, Dr. Alex Oti also awarded the contract of constructing airport in Abia State. Now, from your own political perspective, do you think 10 billion naira was actually missing?
I think if 10 million naira wasn't mixing, we should be able to know where it is now. I think let me even ask you, who said it was mixing? Is it this administration or the former administration?
No, this administration, when this administration take over,
discovered it.
They discovered that 10 billion naira was budgeted for Abia State Airport.
Is it was budgeted or was used? Or
it wasn't used because we couldn't see any airport in Abia State.
Good, now you are saying. So your question would have been, the money that had been written off for airports, where is it? Because it's obvious and it is clear that His Excellency never started the airport from where they stopped. There wasn't anything on ground. You understand? So, but there is one good thing about His Excellency. It's all about wisdom. A lot of things that he would have started looking into, possibly probing, that would have been a distraction. I think that is one of the only pronounced projects that he clarified Abia's I didn't see this money, they should return it to. You understand? He wasn't that interested in, let me go and arrest this person, probe this person, do this and do that. But what we should be celebrating today is that we'll have a governor who is focused, who is project driven, who understands what it means to leave a legacy. That is just what we should be celebrating. Then those people, I think what they're supposed to do, if I were to be in there, is to keep quiet.
All right, finally, because 2027 is fast approaching, finally, there was a time, and I quote, Right Honorable Benjamin Kalu, Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, made this comment that Dr. Alex Oti is going to be the last governor Labour Party will produce. Now, from your own political angle, come 2027, where do you see the position of APC, PDP, and Labour Party in Abia State?
Let me say this clearly. One's perception in political calculation and everything is a personal thing. You understand? Then the workability is the ability to go and get your party together and push towards it. So you don't stay in your comfort zone and say you will be the last. You are not the only Abians. You can, okay, if you are totally in charge of your local government, you understand? If you are sure of Bende, you are not sure of Yukwana. If you are sure of Yukwana, you are not sure of Umahe not. So I think he said it. He's a very respected man. He's a very intelligent man. So as a party leader, you don't expect him to say Dr. Alessoti is going second term, considering where he is. So he has to project his party, he has to defend the party, and he has to show that readiness to work with this party come 2027. So that is not an issue. It's entitled of his own. But then, in the other way, it's a wake-up call. Let me tell you one thing. I was discussing with one of my party leader one day. I said, come, you don't undermine any political leader. If, using my own local government, for example, when you come to Boro produced a good number of votes, considering the university community and all that. And in that Oboro, we have some stakeholders, political stakeholders, former this, former that, former this. You see the likes of Emeka Atuma, former rep member, and I think NDDC, whatever thing. So he's doing well. Then you have the like of Chief Henry Iko, who is currently, I think, the board chairman naked also, who has been a minister and all that. So what His Excellency need to do is not to overlook this. I call it a threat. Why I said it's a threat is that he has pushed it that we are taking over this very state.
Yes.
Whether you understand, but I believe he knows that it's politics. So if at those places he's expecting to kick from is being covered, I think, in fact, come rain comes on, His Excellency, by the grace of God, let me use that word, by the grace of God, is coming back 2027. What he has done so far will speak for him. And immediately he starts touching the other side of it, that stomach infrastructure. Making sure that all the local government, those guys that worked, that brought out those results, that believed in him, are well settled, accommodated. You know what I mean? Not just they mustn't be part of the government, but you must show them that love. That is what is involved in politics.
Okay, now before we go, 2023 governorship election in Abia State. As an Abia, you witnessed everything that happened, that to an extent INEC have to take the voters' results to Abuja headquarters before returning it. You know, the presiding officer, the INEC commissioner, the rest, and we saw all the buzzwords that happened within that time. So what are we really expecting 2027? Is it the same kind of election we had in Abia State we are expecting, or do you think it's going to be different?
No, already it has started being different. Let me say this. Before you rig someone out in an election, maybe the margin is not that too distinct, not that too much. But if someone is leading with a huge figure, let's say 8,000 votes, if you bring 1,000 votes, the margin is still there. So you will compile, and you will not have any other option than to say, let's leave this. Okay, now if I bring my result from Ikuano, for example, and I'm having the whole copy of it, so how are you going to do this thing? So the system, I feel, have changed, and it's going to be, in fact, it will start from campaign. When you go and face the masses, and you tell them my party is PDP, they will look at you. They say, are you not the former? Let's know what you are going to tell them. That is the starting point. And your failure starts from the campaign, because people will react. After all your destiny, even when you give money, people will react. So to me, anybody contesting this election, I think the person should just do it for just testing of popularity. Because the standard is too high. The shoe is too, in fact, it's too big for any of these guys, the old men I know, you understand, to wear. Because I have not seen it this.
All right, let's assume Dr. Lesoti is wearing size 45 and those people are wearing 42, so maybe they are looking for where to put their shoe size. All right, that will be a wrap up for this political hour. Make sure you hit the notification button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, ComfortTV.channel, and share with us. All right, with me is Mr. Kasarachi Sunday Ofo. He's a political analyst, political stakeholder, and he has been into various parties in Abia State. In fact, when you talk about politics in Abia State, I would say that he's a good. Thank you very much for coming, and we'll be expecting you next time. Bye for now.
Thank you.